Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream. It has been a minute. Glad you could join us. For those that are new here, my name is David Lozeau. I'm a Southern California based skelly artist. We've been gone for a little while. It's been Day of the Dead and time. It's been just demos and all kinds of stuff. So it's been very busy this time of year as always. So just great to get back in, and we wanted to just kind of finish a piece. I've been working on a few demos this holiday season, and figure we jump back on and catch up and see how everything's going. And again, thank you guys for hanging out, and sorry I've been gone so long, but we're back and gonna try and jam out a few of these with the holiday season coming up, the second holiday season, the non-skelly holiday season. But again, thank you guys for joining us. Fire through any questions. We're just gonna do a little bit of line work here tonight. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to fire them through, and let's get after it. So this piece here is available. I started this at a demo at AleSmith when we released I did a custom label for AleSmith with a custom beer. So we did that this past month where I was live demoing there and had a great time. This is one of the pieces I had started down there, and wanted to finish it up and see if I can put a good dent in it and get it ready to go here. But just excited to get back to painting.
Christy says, hey, Divine Jr. in the house. Baby D.
Baby D in the house. Thank you for joining. Again, and if you're looking for a new art, that's the best part of this holiday season was I got a ton of new stuff done. We have a new octopus piece. We have a new a serious piano piece that we just finished up. The label was a Western piece, so it's just been a lot of new art. So we're really excited to share all that, and that'll all be going live in the next couple weeks here. So.
Zug over on Instagram says, I love skeletons.
Oh, Zug, you're in the right place. Skeletons is what we do. It's about as small as I like to paint the serious skeleton faces. It takes a lot of work when they're this small is to not get clumpy, and I enjoy the challenge and trying to keep my head out of the frame. That's the goal.
Carrie is asking, do you prefer to use new brushes for line work?
New brushes. So, Carrie, I am one to take a brush way farther than it should be used. I will not use. I should use a new brush more often than I do. You don't need a new one every time by any means. I don't need to change them that much. But like right now, this brush is definitely on the borderline, and I will, for some reason, fight with it way longer than I should. And abort. So if this size painting, I probably get about 3 to 4 paintings out of one brush. If it's the small stuff, I can probably get 6 to 8 of the small ones out of there.
And you're so happy when you change brushes.
I'm so happy. I'll be so thrilled when this brush is gone.
Oh my God. And they're not that expensive, right? You're not.
No. These brush here is like $5.
Oh. God.
I know.
Your head's in the way.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be for 1 second here. This is critical here. This is skeleton face. I'm gonna try and keep my stupid head out of there. Just makes me nervous, the skeleton head.
TW Rasmussen on Instagram says, where do you draw your inspiration from?
TW Rasmussen, thank you for joining. First off, so inspiration, it's all over. So the heart of the work is really inspired by the traditional Day of the Dead celebration in Mexican culture. That's really the inspiration for it. But from there, it really, it's my spin on, that interpretation. It's taking it to new levels of expressing, different ideas, different things that I love the idea of using skeletons where it's not a certain person. It's not a certain, blue hair, blonde eyes, or probably not blue hair and blonde eyes, but blonde hair and blue eyes. Can be anybody. Anyone can relate to this painting with a skeleton. It's capturing the moment in time. So really the inspiration is using the skeletons in that way to capture these moments. And as for subject matter, I'm inspired by so much. That's why I paint so many different genres. It'll be kind of fantasy thing like this today, and tomorrow it could be birds. Then it could be Western. Really, all these different things kind of give me inspiration. So I try and find ways to work them all into my work.
Carrie is asking, so what are these brushes? What's the brand? What type? So
these brushes, I use a variety of liners. This one's here are Kafka liners, 5/0. This is the smallest one they make. You can find it. Where can you find it nowadays? I think you can find it at Dick Blick. But any good synthetic liner brush will work. But you want this. I use a super small one. That's really the key here.
So Rasmussen is saying your skeleton suggests so much joy.
Well, thank you. That's exactly what I try and capture. They're not. I always used to laugh, when someone walked by who is unfamiliar with the art or the style and goes, "Oh, look at all the dead people." And I'm like, but look at how much fun's being had here. Look at this moment we've captured nobody's sad here. It is kind of capturing those joy in those moments. So I'm glad that you see that in there. That's being relayed. We're just gonna finish her head before I go to her hair because
that is a small little skull.
This is the absolute limit of the size.
I didn't realize when we were looking at it.
Well, we had measured it against the most recent label that we did, and it's the same size as the label, believe it or not. But with a female skeleton skull, you just want to be softer. You want to, just a little bit more. Male, you can add some extra lines. You could do a little more gritty work and not have it be a problem. The female one, you just want to keep it a little simpler. You want to keep it, somewhat as feminine as a feminine skull can be, I guess. I'm just simplifying some of these shapes. But yeah, I enjoyed that challenge. This is what I've gotten myself into, so.
Rasmussen's saying, do you prefer the Oceanside Day of the Dead event or the one at the Mission? Down in the downtown or at the Mission?
Ugh.
Gosh, the Mission was such a beautiful backdrop.
The Mission was a beautiful backdrop. And so I obviously I love the historical, having it at a Mission. But
well, let's put it this way.
Am I comparing it to downtown Oceanside?
There was more access, right, to the Mission.
Yes. The Mission changed. We couldn't do the things we used to do. Wasn't as part of welcoming to the celebration. So it just kind of aged out of doing the celebration. Obviously, I love the backdrop, but I don't want a restricted backdrop. I don't want to feel like you're letting everyone celebrate here because you're watching the ticket gates.
Back in the day, that Day of the Dead event would occur, and the whole Mission would open up.
Yeah.
In the grounds. The cemetery, it was like you could really also explore the Mission on that day. So it was really, really, really beautiful. And everybody would come out, the Padres would come out, and it was, and then they bless animals, bless the dogs. Really, really kind of nice. And then just over the years, they started shutting more and more of the Mission down for the event, right? Like,
not allowing some of the cultural things to take place on the front stage, So it just became it wasn't the good place for it anymore. It wasn't being cared for the way we like to care for it.
And downtown Oceanside is nice. Just it's so much more accessible. Right?
Exactly.
Easy to get to.
Exactly, and that's where it started. We did the show in 2000. Last time it was down there was like 2012 or 13. So in that way, I loved having it at the Mission, but at the same time, I wanted the celebration to be appreciated for what it is, and if it's not going to be appreciated, then it needs to go somewhere where it is.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, downtown Oceanside is, the ocean right there, that whole street, you can kind of see all the way to the water.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place for a celebration.
Yeah. Pluses and minuses for sure.
Yeah.
At the Mission, though, for those first few years, it felt really magical, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
So there's a long-winded way to say
Well, it's hard to choose, you want a little bit of each, right?
Exactly, and I love having it there, but I don't want the celebration to suffer because it's there.
Plus, with the Oceanside downtown, you don't have to charge anybody anything.
Exactly.
Everybody can come. When it was at the Mission, because it's at like an event, they had to charge for parking, and it was harder to kind of access. So that's a downside. You want the community event to be free for sure. You really are trying to have a light touch on this one, huh?
Mm-hmm. Just trying to.
Alan Kaufman says amazing work.
Hey, Alan. How are things going, man? Thanks for hanging out. Haven't seen you in a while. Planes, trains, and automobiles over there. Was it Rasputin? That's the question about the mission?
Rasmussen. Yeah.
Rasmussen. Did you get a chance to go to the event this year? Or down to maybe down in Old Town? Did you get a chance to go to that one or any other local events? I always like to hear.
Mia Noside says missed you at the Comic-Con this past year, or maybe I was looking in the wrong spot.
No, we I'm bummed to miss you too. We are retired from the show scene. You will not find us anywhere anymore. We have retired from shows. So basically, we kind of in COVID decided to get off the road, obviously, and then when things opened back up, we just kind of decided that we've done shows for 15 years, and we wanted to basically get off the road for a bit. And so now the live streams here and local demos, like we were just talking about in Old Town and such, is the best way to catch us out there. Yeah. But I want to thank everybody for the years and years of support. I mean, I miss it. I miss us being out there. I miss doing it. It was so much fun. And I do miss the elements. So again, live demos. I'm trying to add more of those, just to pop up and paint like we did in at the brewery and such, because I really enjoy that. And I really enjoy connecting and sharing the work. So we'll try and make sure we get more of those going.
Rasmussen saying missed it. It was so early this year.
Yeah.
Miss Tiki Doll says, I often thought many artists are also fab clothing designers. I love that dress. Yeah.
Not fab dressers, fab designers.
Lady says, love the dress. That's a good idea. I'm going to copy it. Copyright.
I got to start locking up my designs.
Alan says, getting 2 locomotives ready to head to Canada.
Canada!
Yeah.
Alan, just deal with 1 locomotive. Stop trying to be special. I got 2 locomotives. From the frozen lands. My AC is still on here.
What is?
The AC. He's up in Canada, freezing, and we're still got our AC on. We are dainty with this little face.
I know, you're really
I'm playing because I'm nervous for some reason. I'm overly nervous for the daintiness.
It's tough. But even on the chest, you were really soft touching it.
Because you got to kind of match the face.
Yeah.
It's all got to be dainty. So when I go to paint, like I know where the issues are. Issues meaning the parts that make me uncomfortable. Hold on, it's a very, very, very important line. Okay. Very important line, man.
Wow, okay.
I know where the trouble spots, where got to get this right, pay attention spots are. So, when I paint and I hit those spots, I'm very excited when they are now gone. And obviously this face was one of those spots. Now I can breathe easy because the second eyeball is in. rounded nose gives the shape of the face, and
There's just some times when I feel like it is a tiny brush, and this is one of those times. It just feels really tiny right now.
wait till I do the teeth. You think it feels tiny now?
Jesus.
These little splinters of teeth.
Yeah. Why do you do this to yourself?
Because just been everything huge to be so much easier.
It would be easier. Or go so small that it doesn't matter. I've always been trying to tell you to paint on rice.
Oh, when your booth setup just fits in your pocket. And this dark spot behind the face will really help soften and push it forward, and lets me cheat and adjust if I want to shave a little bone off the teeth or jaw. Comes out there. First teeth comes in a little bit, comes back out, and we just tuck that right in. Let's put some teeth in there and make me uncomfortable. Walk down.
Those are itty bitties.
Mm-hmm.
The chiclets.
But that's the nervousness solved.
All right, now you can move on.
And I can move on. I'm going to shave a little bit off the jaw. Let's shrink her jaw down a little bit. A little plastic surgery here. That's nice. I like that. Shave a little of this back here out. Just a couple of texture lines. A little longer. All right. And while it looks a little thick on the outside, when I paint that black in the background, that will all go away. Just gonna put some freshly paint here, because next to a crap brush, crap paint is the next worst thing.
I do find it strange that you don't start with a fresh brush.
Because I'm cheap, and that seems so wasteful to spend $5 on a whole brush.
It's just so weird. Like, you could use that brush for a bigger painting, right?
Bigger spots. Yeah, I don't, but my brain, so when I paint large paintings, I still bounce around to small areas. So while you would think, yeah, there's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason for it. My two favorite things to paint, hair and trees in one painting. some of those shapes out.
I feel like you're dangerously close to painting yourself in a corner.
But I can't look at the face like that, so I gotta. Okay, you're right, and I should stop.
I feel like
I'm gonna go up here. But you're right, I'll never get back to that chest if I keep.
I know.
Because you have seen that mistake many a time.
I see why you like hair. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's
shapes.
Yeah, exactly. It's freeing.
Weird stringy whatevers.
And it's a lot of carving of detail out rather than putting detail in. You carve detail out. Like this little spot here, I'm like, okay, I want some thickness to it, so it pushes it back and has some volume.
Metal Minded 85 on Instagram says, loved it when you were at the Tucson, Arizona Street Fair on 4th Ave.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love Arizona trips. Really miss the 4th Ave. We did that for many, many years. Really gave us our start. That and the Tempe show were the first big shows we did. And that was part of our holiday tradition because we would travel out there every
December and March.
Every December and March, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stay for 2 weeks. See the sights, mess around, eat some good food.
Yep, good old town Tucson. They used to film the old cowboy movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those trips that was the reason I painted. I think last day of the day I painted the train that's out at old Tucson. Because you see something enough, it works its way into a painting. The hair's coming out dynamite. But I should definitely not be painting this hair. You know what I don't like? I don't like that rim light on the back of the skull. That's going to go away. I don't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
Simplify. Oh, that's way better.
I feel like she has a slightly unrealistic body shape. She's very Barbie.
Well, yeah.
She's thin as a rail with big boobies.
Yeah, isn't that what we do now? I thought that was.
Jeez, man.
I
The times.
thought that was the times, isn't it?
Deliver Red Rum over on Instagram says, love your art. Been a fan a few years.
Thank you, Deliver Red Rum. Deliver murder.
I
I appreciate everybody still following along. It's been years of doing this, and to have people still care is amazing.
don't care.
I know you don't, but have strangers.
Strangers, right?
Yeah.
It is funny, like with the dress, like, is this what you think dresses look like?
I don't like the way you said that. That doesn't sound very inviting.
No, it's just funny because, like, it's not like you go and you look for reference material at all for clothing, right? Like, you're not, like, for this piece, you're not like, I want to find a dress that.
No, I did not. Yeah, I will for, like, if it was like a real, like, historical piece, I would do that, but not this one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is like you didn't look at any reference for this dress. This is literally like what you think a dress looks like.
Yep.
I always laugh about it.
I don't like the way you're saying it.
Like, this could be what a dress looks like.
Yeah.
But it's very much like your style of dress.
Yes.
It's so funny. It makes me laugh. Like you like the frilly sleeves.
Yes, frilly sleeves.
You like the bodice. You like
yes.
the kind of the almost.
Laced up. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh. Like, I know what your style of dress is, and I'm like, where did you see? Where does this exist? It's kind of old timey.
Am I gonna get canceled? I feel like I'm gonna get dress canceled.
No, it's cute.
All right.
It's funny. It's not you're not looking at all at reference. Like you're not. It's literally like, this is a dress.
I see what exactly.
But it's very much your style dress.
Exactly.
Like, I know how you're gonna paint the dress. Usually it's two-toned. Yeah, very frequently in the purple realm.
Yes, and very often pastel-y colors.
Yeah. Okay.
Rarely is it something strong.
No, never. It's light blues, light purples, usually two-toned.
If they're cute skeletons, it's probably yellow.
Yellow, really?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah. If it's traditional, and it's, little mariachi characters and stuff, it's definitely yellow.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. If she's like a dancer.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, true. That's funny, though. Oh, so Deliver Red Rum says, I have one of your skulls as a shift knob for the 1950 GMC.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Always
you
fun.
You have been around a while.
Exactly. If you got one of those, you've been around a while.
Yeah.
Favorite part of drawing hair? The single hairs that...
The little wispies?
The wispies that jump past the...
Which, you only really started doing that in the last, maybe 3 or 4 years?
Yep.
I think people will be shocked at how much we talk about these skeletons' boobage.
It's a lot. And I try and get a boob check, I do a drawing because...
How much should she have? I mean...
Am I going to offend?
Is it disproportionate?
Yeah. I want her to be natural. I don't want any augmentation.
Of course. Red Rum is saying this is actually cool to get to see you paint after all these years.
Well, Red Rum, welcome, because this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
We are trying to do this more often, and I'm stoked you can kind of catch it here. Following that long. We'll try and do this Wednesdays, Thursdays,
Yeah, usually Wednesdays.
It's sporadic. We don't have a set schedule, but I do have some smalls I'll try. I want to do from for the holidays in case people want some small originals. So we will be doing, try and do a couple more of these before the holidays.
Well, now that your schedule's opened.
Yes.
That's like month you've been...
Yes, it's been all Day of the Dead, all events.
It's been just hectic. Now all of a sudden just like Phew.
Yes, we have openings now, so we're gonna try and get some smalls in the works again, so we can, people want some small originals. We have those available, and try and get everything back on track here. It's been a lot of
A lot of the business of doing business, right? Like
yes,
pre-Christmas, any relationships we have with vendors or licensees or everybody needs something, and so
yes.
it's like it's just a lot of image prep and delivering things that other companies need.
But new products are coming. We
Yeah,
have some fun stuff. We're gonna have some little short run of stuff like we're gonna have some calendars coming out. People have asked for those for a
like
while.
hot rod motorcycle.
Yep, hot rod motorcycle calendar coming. So we'll have a limited number of those, and then but they'll be carried by this one of our new licensors. Christmas cards are coming. They'll be released also in a week or two. So we have holiday cards for that.
Maybe what, 4 new pieces? This one.
Yep, 4 new pieces. We also have a Hawaiian shirt licensor we're working potential that may come out in the next week or two. All kinds of designs on Hawaiian shirts, so we're excited for that. So just all that work that's the non-sexy part of artist life. Just getting everybody what they need, getting everybody the images, doing all the work. We have custom signature line of cornholes coming out. If you don't know, it's a game because it does sound dirty otherwise.
Yeah, if you could say maybe a cornhole game.
Cornhole.
Even though
that doesn't sound good, but if you know, yes, cornhole boards. If you know, I have a signature line of cornhole boards and bags coming out. Those should be released for the holiday season also, so we're really excited about that. Just a lot of that kind of stuff. So it's just the business of doing business. But we're excited to get these things launched, and people can check them out because we've been working on them for a while. All these things have been projects have been in the works.
It's actually late. I mean, this is like early November.
Yeah, I mean, Black Friday is in a few days, basically. So these should have all been done a while ago, but that's how it works. But again, all these things will be available, long term. It's just these kind of projects have come about quickly. I should not be doing this hand. I should be doing the dress.
And then you have 2 more live painting events this year, right?
Yes, I have 2 more live painting events. So if you're in the North County area, I'll be live painting at Guadalupe Tap House and Vista up in North County on Friday the 8th.
Oh, what's the date? Hold on.
You want to bet?
You
should have bet.
Saturday. No, you're doing it.
No, it's been moved to Friday now.
So Friday the 8th.
Friday the 8th, from 5 to 9. So if you're North County, bring anything by you want signed, anything you've ever purchased. We will sign everything for you. You have some holiday stuff you want to get signed, definitely bring that. If you're in Arizona, I'll be doing a 2-day live painting and signing event at the Ian Russell Gallery on Whiskey Row in Prescott. On the 15th and 16th. Again, feel free to bring anything you want up to the gallery, and we'll get it all signed up for you.
And if you are in Prescott, you could buy things now and leave them there to be signed.
Yes.
If you can't make it that weekend or something, because while Dave's there, he signs everything that's waiting for him there.
And just so you all know, since you're on the stream, anything you ever order, if you just send me a note afterwards or put notes in the order, we can custom sign anything you want.
Like, this makes me laugh. Like, what is this design?
What is this lace pattern? I don't know.
In the belt thing.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know how it works.
I'm always like, where did you see this?
I'm gonna have to leave this part because I have to be in front of the camera for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do.
So I'm gonna move over to
middle
this right here. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Paint, cooperate. Paint, brush, paint.
That too, I feel like you wait too long on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till all of it.
That you let it torture you.
Because I hate to stop.
Yeah. Crazy. Red Rumsey, it's amazing how fast you do this.
This is the most fun part for me too. Like I race through all the other aspects, the background, the sketching, everything else to get to this point. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to be doing. Sometimes when I got here, it's just like, yes, let's just do this. Let's get to the fun stuff, the nooks and the crannies. Yep, it's gonna be in the way. Fortunately, I probably have to abort that dress part until we're offline because I just can't get in there. Do you have music playing in the background?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of music is it?
As it always is, it's chill hop.
Chill hop.
It's just the most like quiet, mellow out of the 8 options I have. The others, I go through them all each time we try to go live, and the other 7 sounds are just grating.
What's the TikTok one we laughed at? It was like a medieval ale house cleaning up. Like,
oh yeah. I guess we could do that.
Yeah. It's like the waitress at an ale house cleaning up in medieval times, which seems very specific.
So weird. Stacey Kane. So David, hi from
Stacey
Tucson.
Kane.
Gorgeous painting as always.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Speaking of Tucsoners.
Bethany says hi.
Hey, Bethany. Thank you for joining us. That should be dark in there. That's better. We'll come back to that. Let's do some.
I didn't know her arm was going to be in front of the rope.
Yes.
She's imbalanced. I have concerns about.
She's leaning far forward. Yeah.
What is she thinking?
I wanted that.
Yeah, no, I get it. It breaks everything. Then you want the hair, you want everything in front.
Yeah, because she's leaning forward, like it's you know, this call of nature.
She's gonna fall out of that swing.
She's gonna fall out of the swing. Yeah.
But you don't see below this is just a bunch of wine bottles. Like, oh, girl.
I'm my own woman.
Tell me what to do.
This precariously tied rope. Can't even see the bottom of the ground. Yeah, it's not a good recipe here.
I just feel like she could slip off that little plank pretty easily.
Yeah.
Silky dress, too much booze. Seen butterflies that aren't even there.
Yes.
Huge butterflies, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
These things are the size of her head. I don't know where she is right now.
So you're bothered by that, but not the skeleton person on the swing.
With the boobies, no.
Yeah.
We'll call this one tripping balls.
This is why you aren't in charge of naming things anymore. The dangers of White Zinfandel. Or Rosé.
She's probably a Zen.
You think she's Zen? Yeah.
Yeah. You just painted a little wine glass.
Just add that in there. And splintery wood.
hand is off on Instagram.
The hand is off on Instagram.
Do you think that's about as much as you can show without putting your head in the way?
I could slide the little painting to the side if you wanted to.
For a hand?
Oh, that sounds like no. For a hand. For a hand.
Is that all I'm getting?
All right, well, get your questions in now if you got any. Since Instagram has lost the plot.
Instagram only lets us film portrait, and it's like a very narrow slice. On Facebook or YouTube, you can see the whole painting, but that's what's up.
To try and give everyone the opportunity to watch. Ooh, yay!
Ooh, what's
Aye.
the bug doing?
Get out of here!
Wait, maybe don't throw paint on the painting to get rid of the bug.
I almost poked it with a paintbrush. Get out of here! Hey, that's wet. So, last little story before we wrap it up here. There's a small lizard living in my studio. He's been in here now for probably 2 weeks. I leave water out so he doesn't drown. Because I have dog water in here, so I make sure that it's not too much water so he doesn't drown. And I try and leave the door open when I'm in here to try and get him out of here. So I was setting up for this demo, just doing a little pre-painting and mixing paints. And he came out from wherever he was and just stood here on the thing next to me and stared at me. And as soon as I went to get up to try and grab him, he just took back off into the nether region. So same guy, same size thing.
Dave, we're roommates.
Yeah. So apparently he's finding enough little spidery bugs to eat because he's still alive.
Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of things to eat.
Yeah.
Dark corners of your studio.
Yeah. So that's a thing now. I have a pet lizard.
Gosh, he just won't go.
No, he will not.
All right. Well, I haven't seen him.
He doesn't like you.
Huh.
Maybe it's that.
Pete Rocks says, glad to catch a live stream.
Hey, thanks, Pete. Thanks for hanging out. We're just wrapping it up now, but I appreciate you checking it out. We're trying to do more of these.
Yeah, you're way off.
Yeah, way off screen. It's going to be the last little fingertip, and then we'll wrap it up here. But again, we'll be back again soon with some smalls for the holiday season and new art and all kinds of stuff coming out. So again, I appreciate everybody joining us. As always, it's been fun. And we hope to see you guys again soon. And we will be back with some new art and all kinds of new stuff. So again, thank you guys for joining us as always, and have a great rest of the weekend.